Hello and welcome to Voices in the Wilderness. I'm Reverend Maria. Jesus said to go out into every nation and proclaim the good news. That is the main goal of Voices in the Wilderness. God has given me 3 mandates: to promote the kingdom of God, to promote unity in the body of Christ, and to promote the love of Jesus. I hope these are your mandates too. We have a very interesting program for you. Our scripture of the day is Proverbs 31, verses 8 and 9. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy. My guest today is Kristen Russell. She is the Development Director at Ground Up Ministries. She has served at various boards, worthwhile organizations, foundations, and churches. Her mission is to bring attention to and to end a terrible crime that often gets ignored in our society. It is a billion-dollar industry. The product is human trafficking and modern-day slavery. Welcome, Kristen.
So good to be here.
It is such a pleasure to have you here on our program. So I met you maybe about a month or 2 ago at the pastors' meeting, and you gave a wonderful presentation on your organization, and you do amazing work. I know that we're going to talk about a very difficult topic today, and a topic that is just near and dear to your own heart.
And it's so dear to my heart, and it's so just hard, and it just puts a lot of weight on me, so I apologize.
No need to apologize. So just if you can give us just the mission statement, and then we'll talk about, exactly what all that is. But just the mission statement to start.
We are a faith-based organization. We rescue and redeem and restore each and every child that we can get within our program from the ground up. These children come in between the ages of 12 and 17.
Yeah.
And that's where we meet them firsthand and try to establish that safety.
Yeah.
And that's why I just, as a survivor myself, it's just so hard knowing what they've endured at a childhood level.
Yes.
At a childhood level.
Right. And I know you have such a compassionate heart because you have experienced this abuse, and you've experienced that firsthand, you and your children. And so let's start with that, your own personal testimony. And praise God, right? That because He has made you an overcomer.
Yes.
So talk about that.
I grew up in faith, always had that solid foundation, but had medical challenges as well as a traumatic crime.
Yeah.
In 2016, my children, as well as myself, were part of this crime where my children, only ages 4 and 1.
Mm-hmm. 4 and 1?
4 and 1. Had to find a way out, find a safety. So my 4-year-old actually was able to run to a neighbor to get help.
Goodness.
At 4 years old, she was able to open that fence.
Mm.
And, with pure God strength, because there was no way that had a safety lock. She was able to run for help and get us safe.
Mm.
So all with God's light, right? Even in the darkest moment, we found it. We found that way out, and we were saved. We were brought to a safe place. Mm-hmm. Our person that was part of the crime was prosecuted, but later on did get released, time served.
Wow.
And took off his ankle monitor.
Wow.
My children and myself then were brought to Naples for safety, having to leave my career behind, their schools behind, their family behind, and start a brand new life here.
Right.
So that's where our struggles, although they started there, didn't end entirely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And so, but now you feel you're here in Naples, you feel safe, and of course you and your family have flourished, and you started a whole new life. And so let me ask you this: when there's a crime that's committed, not all the victims get sent away. How did you get sent away to Naples?
So they sent us to a location in Long Island, New York originally, but when they could not find him with the ankle monitor being
Oh,
removed,
okay.
the detectives called the location and said we were no longer safe. We could not
Oh,
call
I see.
home.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could not let anyone in my family know where we were going.
Right.
They printed out a MapQuest, gave us about $500, and we had to make our way here. And not knowing ever what Naples was.
Wow.
Never been here before. So
That is just
Yeah.
incredible. But were you raised with faith, or
absolutely.
okay?
Yes.
Because how would you even be able to endure all of this without something inside of you
Yeah.
guiding you and protecting you? So talk about that.
With the signs of faith, there is so many signs that say don't be afraid, right?
Yeah.
How many times in the Bible does it say don't be afraid? And that's what each time, oddly enough, or not oddly enough, but amazingly enough, we drive off to certain unexpected places or places I didn't see myself going to. There'd be a rainbow.
Mm.
From the day we were sent to the first safe house to the day we reached here. So that little sign from God, the little sign from God showing that the light is here, that we are with you, that I am you, be the hands and feet. Just continue to walk.
And that's beautiful because we know what the rainbow truly means, right? And that means a covenant with God, and He has promised us all of these things, protection and guidance. And for Him to show you that in the sign, right, of the heavens, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yes.
And so, but I mean, with you come a single mom, 2 kids, $500 in your pocket. So to a new city, you don't know anyone, or so what happens? You get to here, and all of a sudden you gotta get work. You gotta start.
Oh yeah, yeah. So immediately I had to find work. I had been behind the stock market prior. However, I had a no compete clause, and most of the banks were part of that. So I couldn't just jump into an area that I knew. I took a job with the local government here. And then ended up at the school district as the budget manager for the district.
Oh, good,
So,
good.
yeah, so I was able to find stability within my career,
Good.
luckily.
Right.
But even the first application was very scary to do
Right.
because I was afraid to be found. I was
Right.
afraid my girls would be found. In school, I had to give them all the backstories when getting them in.
Right.
So it was a lot that those first initial steps had to take.
Right, right.
You know.
Wow, that's amazing. And then, in a way, God led you to your ministry, right?
Yes.
And I mean, you can really relate to all the pain and suffering that these girls go to because you were a victim of a crime yourself.
Yes.
Right. So how did that happen? How did you end up working for Ground Up Ministries?
Yeah. So once we got here and settled, I immediately found the church. Then with going to church each week, got involved into Bible studies, and then got into a human trafficking crew with our local church.
Now, what is that, a human trafficking crew?
It's a bunch of ladies, or actually both ladies and men that get together to see how they can help support the area within human trafficking. So whether that's the safe houses directly or the police or other departments that are handling the searches for the predators, right, or all that. We just kind of get together, even if it's just a prayer.
Yeah.
Each month we do that. And we've been doing that for a little over a year now, a little over 2 years. And so, yeah, so with that, I learned more about the safe houses in our area. And I was just, my heart was just drawn to one. I immediately got on their board or put an application in. Was accepted as a board member, treasurer. And so which now has led me to the development director position within Ground Up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what is that, development director? I mean, what is your role entail?
So prior to me, there really wasn't much networking. Not many grants that were filed, not many areas that we would make people aware that we are a safe house here in Southwest Florida. And all that is entailed with that safe house, the different therapies, the trauma-informed care. We didn't have anyone to speak out about it. And that's where my position came about, is where I can speak about the house. I can get people to be more aware and understand that these girls come in broken, so broken. And we all need to be the hands and feet of Jesus for them. We need to lead them out of the darkness.
Right, right. And, you know, people might say, well, you know, we live in a great community. You know, that doesn't happen in our backyard. I mean, that's what a lot of people think. But it's happening here in Naples, Florida, as well as every single community probably in our country, right?
Absolutely. So Ground Up Ministry was founded in 2016. They've had about 82 girls that have gone through the program, all of which are from Florida. From placement services within Florida. We have not gotten anyone out of country like so many think.
Right.
We see that stranger danger is not the actual cause, but more so family environment, or possibly that they may have run away from a foster care situation, because that's a percentage that comes into us as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is a hard just thoughts around the individual girl and what they endure.
Wow, that's...
At birth sometimes.
And what?
At birth.
At birth.
From birth on. Yeah, some of these girls have been in the system since birth.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
That's just horrifying to even, especially like you said, that it's some, you know, could be a relative, somebody you know. I mean, your own parents in a sense, because if it happens from birth that they get into the system, I mean, that's just horrifying.
Yeah, we have had many girls, one of which I can think of right now, that she was born with heroin in her system, so immediately placed into foster care. She then was reunified with her family. However, a tragic accident happened, so she had to go back into foster care. She ran away from it. She was trafficked. Never the same.
Right.
Never the same. She has struggles and darkness that just surrounds her in so many different ways. It is just so hard to see. And she doesn't see that her beauty. She doesn't see that, because anything she's known, anything she's trusted has been taken from her. And you can say, for that individual, how much of a chance did she have? You know, and that's just one girl.
Yeah.
And there's so much. Others haven't had school for 2 or 3 years prior to meeting us because they were living in a car or something even worse with their mom or dad.
Wow.
Being trafficked for drugs for their parents, and then having to be placed with drugs in their system just to be numb for what they were doing. We get them there. It is hard. So tough to look at these girls, and they come in so numb.
So how do they come into you know, their to your house, right? It's a house.
Yes.
Okay, so they're trafficked. I would imagine that the authorities, you know, spot them or whatever, and then they refer them to you, or how does that work? What's the process for them to get to you?
Yeah, so there is a placement center. There's quite a few local ones that will get them from the courts, get their file, and have to place them into a safe house such as ours, because they cannot go to regular foster care because they have had trafficking behind their name. So with that, last year alone, we had 150 referrals. We were only able to take 6.
6 out of 150.
Yeah.
So what in the world happens to the rest of the children,
Well,
or the girls?
Last year alone, I believe it was 31% were not placed. 31% of all traffic victims that were under the age of 17, they could not find placement in the state of Florida. So they have to seek out of state of Florida, taking the child from where they were rooted to other places, but not everyone was available. That 30% or that percentage was still, they had to then resort into other locations. SIP programs or group home settings where it's definitely not safe for them.
Why wouldn't it be safe in group settings?
These are girls that, when they have trafficked behind their name, they require to be in one room by themselves to handle the trauma they have endured.
By themselves?
Yes, well, just so they can't share a room like a regular
Right.
child. No bunk beds can be in the room, and, you know,
Wow.
a slumber party kind of situation, fun, stay up late kind of thing. That's not their norm.
Wow.
Because they have some time that they have to just
Sure.
understand what life is.
Because your mind has been so corrupted in a
Absolutely.
sense.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
that's just so heartbreaking. So then the ones that can't be placed, Kristen, they fall through the cracks, and then they just probably end up back where they were found, right, in those situations.
Sadly enough, they'll be on the missing persons. They'll run away, or they'll, unimaginable, they won't be here with us tomorrow because they've gone to a path that, the only path they knew.
Wow. And, from what I understand, it's a multi-billion, right, with a B,
Billion, yes.
billion-dollar industry. So there's a big, big money for those criminals
Yes.
that are doing these things, that are, kidnapping these girls or making them do all these horrible things.
And compared to, say, a drug dealer, they have to buy supplies, smuggle that in. Well, these trafficked girls and boys, they come in and they're used until they can't be used anymore. Their life expectancy is 7 years from when they started being trafficked.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So if they're not saved, 48 hours after they run away, that is crucial time to grab them in and get them safe.
So who's doing anything about, do the authorities, are there, police squads or police groups, or I don't even know what the term would be, for them to come and help?
Yeah, there's many different task forces out there.
Task force, okay.
Yeah, that are there to look at the internet, to look for clues and look at the surroundings here, maybe hot spots on where it'd be a clear path to get out by either plane, private plane, or by boat. There is those task forces out there silently trying to get everyone.
Well, that's good. Now, I had heard that Florida is like the third biggest.
Correct. Yeah, we rank third in the United States.
Yeah, for reports of sex trafficking.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So why Florida? Has anybody thought about, done any studies? Why Florida?
Yeah, Florida is a tourist spot. It is an area that has many different wealthy areas, which, oddly enough, would be a hotspot for trafficking.
Mm.
And it's a place to escape for many.
Yeah.
So for many that find that destination just absolutely gorgeous, it's also for where the traffickers are staring and luring at each and every girl and boy out there that is so young, that doesn't understand that maybe who they are is not who they should trust.
Right.
And they lure them in, and sadly enough, they don't go back to where they came from.
A friend of mine, she's my beautician, young gal, 23 years old, and she was saying that, she knew gals that were approached here in Naples, that somebody wanted to know if they were interested in modeling or somewhat, but that, they knew that this was not something that they should, a person that they should listen to, but that's how they try to lure them in, with promises of success or fame or money, right?
Yes. So it is a known thing that during areas of where little happy hours, restaurants, there'll be people that look so normal that'll say, "Hey, want to go see my plane? Hey, do you want to come to the airport, or do you want to come to this area? Or let me take you home. You look a little too under the weather.
Wow.
Well, let me make sure you're safe." And then sadly, they're taken from those spots, and they may or may not be found.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And so what, in your house, what do you guys do? What is the role of, I mean, what happens there once you get them in the house?
So first of all, we take them in. We just make sure they're safe and they know they're safe. We go over their belongings. We kind of give them what they need because some don't come with anything. So we have to make sure that that is established. We are all trauma informed and faith based. We all know our faith very well, and we have some mighty warriors in that house.
Right.
So
Right.
we walk alongside them, pray with them, show them the local church, which they go each and every week. Bible study when they are up to it, right? Because it does take time.
Sure. But is that like one of the requirements to
Yeah.
be there? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
what-
do have we do daily devotions,
Sure.
as well as we have them involved on a weekly basis with a teen group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So and other different things that
Sure.
are normalcy for a girl, that she should know that they're just loved.
Yeah.
So we have to meet them where they are. We have to make sure they're safe. Then we start bringing them to understand their identity. From
That's a
that.
big one.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
That's a
some
big-
I see there's 20-year-olds out there that don't know who they are. At a
There's 30,
regular-
40, or 50-year-olds
Yes.
that don't know who they are.
It's so true. There is girls out there that don't even know where to apply for college, but we have those girls that can't even think of college
Right.
because they don't even remember the last day they went to school. Wow. And math to them is not easy.
Yeah.
Our strong suit right now with our girls, they're all book readers. They love it, which I love that.
That's awesome.
Yes, yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's not always. It's not always that they can even read, right? And that's because they didn't have that opportunity.
Right, right. Oh, and one of the things I remember you saying at the pastors group, which really broke my heart, is that once they're identified as sex trafficked, that the schools won't even allow them in, right?
Correct.
It's like, what?
Yes.
So their education, basically, that's it. It stops, right?
Yeah, well, it does not stop entirely because the one thing we do is try to get them to the age that they should be in school.
Okay.
So we do a Florida virtual learning.
Right, right.
Yes.
But not the
But not in traditional.
not in school classrooms. Yes.
They
yeah.
won't have a prom, right? They won't have
Right.
those homecoming or different cheerleader events to go to.
Right.
They don't have those normal experiences because sadly there's not that opportunity for them.
Right.
These are girls that we have to establish an IEP. That's just to understand their learning is a little bit behind of what you should expect.
Right. So
Just-
they're evaluated
Absolutely.
and all that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's something we have to do from the start, is get them evaluated,
Right.
as well as when they come in for a health screening as well.
Right.
So
Right.
establish all those little things just to get them to a certain place.
So what does a day look like in a normal day in your house?
Mhm. So typically they will get up around 7. We'll have devotion. They'll have breakfast. After that, it will be starting school. So they start school. We have a tutor that comes in
Oh, that's
addition to
good.
the house parents.
Mhm.
So they work alongside them on their computers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to do whatever subject it is that they're learning.
Right.
There's a girl that just started algebra yesterday.
Even in the best conditions, that's not
That's no fun
always
for
fun.
anybody.
Yes.
So, but yes, so they have regular school that they have to attend and do those things.
Good.
But then we have a faith-based counselor that comes in.
Mm.
And that'll be about twice a week, so depending on the day. She'll come in sometimes with her therapy dog.
Oh.
Yes, and talk to the girls individually. Then on some days, we will take them to a therapy with horses. They'll paint horses.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
That-
cool.
Things like that they don't realize is therapy, that is
Yes.
just fun. The 3 girls we have right now, they love animals.
Wow.
They enjoy it.
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. You know, we don't have a whole lot of time left, Kristen, but I wonder if it maybe 1 minute, because, you know, our program, you can watch our program every day of the week somewhere around the globe. Praise God. You know, it's all the Lord. And so this is, you know, an opportunity for us to, you know, speak to somebody out there that's watching our program. So can you speak to a girl that might be just tuning in, just in a minute or so, just to give her a little encouragement, a little hope? Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you can just look into that camera there.
I'm here to tell you that as a survivor myself, you are worthy. You are so worthy. The light of Jesus is all around you, so continue walking towards that light. You will get everyone you need in the right path at the right time. And here at Ground Up, we are here for you. Please, for anyone listening, reach out to us. Get to know us. Walk alongside us so we can be the hands and feet of Jesus for any darknesses around us. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So friends, like Kristen said, just Jesus is the way, he is the path to freedom, just like you had. I mean, Jesus is the one that got you from trauma to triumph, right?
Absolutely.
And that is just so amazing. And so what is the plan though now for your house? What is it that you're hoping for?
Expansion. Yeah. With the 150 referrals that we had to look past last year, we don't want to continue that.
Yeah.
We would hate to get, we want to get no referrals.
Right.
Right? That is the
Right.
end goal, to have no referrals come in. But with those referrals coming in, we need to find a safe bed for them to sleep.
Yeah. How many beds do you have in your house?
We have 3.
3 beds.
Yes.
Wow. Not enough, Kristen.
No, not at
enough.
all. Not enough.
So, well, I will join you in that prayer that the Lord does expand those places, those safe places. And your house, I mean, it's in a private area, I mean, a secret location or whatever, right?
It is.
And that's good because these girls, they have to be in a safe place. And after a while, do you feel like they trust you? They trust your organization?
They do. We have one graduating our program. We don't want to see her go, but she's reuniting with family. So.
Well, thank you so much. And we'll do a part 2. So thank you for being here. And thank you, our viewing audience, for joining us today. If you'd like more information about our program, please contact me at mariagoldstein7@gmail.com. Check out my website, voicesinthewilderness.tv.com. 877-991-4800 is my phone number. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, we wish you shalom, shalom. God bless you. Thank you.
Jesus commands us to spread the good news to every nation. Voices in the Wilderness, hosted by Maria Goldstein, is doing just that. When you donate $35 or more, Maria will send you one of her books. Send your gift to Voices in the Wilderness, P.O. Box 9108, Naples, Florida 34101. Or visit voicesinthewilderness.tv.com. That's voicesinthewilderness.tv.com. May God bless you and bring you peace.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth. What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? Proverbs 34. The Mystery of the Hebrew Letters, Jesus Revealed, by Reverend Dr. Maria Goldstein, is available now in bookstores everywhere.